What's going on, everybody? My name is Paul Gatdula with Mikasa Legacy. Right by me is a son and co-founder of Mikasa Legacy.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Axel Figueroa, son of Eto Figueroa. I am one of the well, not founders, but I'm one of the helpers build up Minkasa Legacy. I have been part of the journey since I was a very young age.
Day one, huh?
Day one, day one.
Heck yeah.
My parents been realtors for about 20 years, and my mom founded this company about a couple years ago, alongside with my help support since I was 15. I've been, dealing whatnot in this since I was maybe 12. I've been helping translation since we are a Latino company. I've been helping with translating for banks, for loan explanations and whatnot, since a lot of information out there isn't towards the Latino community, it's on English. So with my intelligence and my exposure to this industry, I've been able to help a lot of families get into homes by translating, by navigating them, by with advice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Throughout the years, I have gained a lot of knowledge. I'm 18 years old, so I can now legally start buying houses. I already bought two houses, and I'm about to buy my third one at 18. Um, and not everybody can do it. It's not a feat that I like to, you know, boost about or whatnot. But I was structurally set up through my parents and through my mom and through hard work able to get this accomplishment. And now with my knowledge, I would like to bring it to other people of this generation because not a lot of people have information. There's a lot of information online that isn't really truthful, or there's a lot of bits and pieces missing out, which is crucial. And then people try grab you with that information and try to sell you courses or whatnot and blah blah blah. And me being exposed to online, doom scrolling a lot of times, I I find myself being frustrated at those videos, and I built up the courage finally to go on my mom's platform and bring some truth to light.
Heck yeah. So let me ask you this: growing up, I mean, you've always been exposed to real estate,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
You said your parents have been doing it for 20 plus years, so you were automatically in the position to obviously learn about it, right? But what what part of real estate made you think hey, this is what I want to do for my career? Like what kind of brought that to you?
I think what really drew me to it was the freedom and credibility that we have
Mm-hmm.
and the exposure we have to negotiation, to other people, other stories, and what we can build, right? I think yes, everybody's dream is to be financially free, and throughout
Amen. Amen to
throughout
that.
generations and centuries, real estate has always been that stronghold where everybody is building off generational wealth, millions, billionaires, shoot, I even say trillionaires at this point. People have bought land, sold land, and have developed a lot of things. And that's why I think over the years of my teenagers and whatnot, I was able to see what real estate offers, and not just the money aspect, but as a realtor, well, not myself, but my mom, and working besides her, it brings a lot of joy to help people accomplish their dreams, to buy a house, to buy a second house, to help their kids get into a dream house, to see a family of four or five, fall in love with a house. I had a lot of clients, they've came to America 10 years ago, never dreamt of buying a house, and now they're buying two, three houses. So besides the money aspect, which I'm not really a money person, it brings a lot of joy to my heart to help people and
Mm-hmm.
get what they always dreamt of, the
Yeah.
American dream.
Yep. So would you say is it much easier buying a house and what make it people make it to be? Because I know a lot of people let's say they have maybe a 700 credit score, but are afraid to
I,
buy a house just because they say oh, my credit's not good enough. They come up with excuses. Do you think it's a lot easier than what people make it seem to be?
it's nor easy nor hard. There's a middle.
Okay.
As I dealt with a lot of mortgages, being a translator and everything through years, I saw a lot of different scenarios,
Mm-hmm.
studying and whatnot. It's a very case by case situation. There should be a foundation where people can build off, but then every single person is individually different. We have people, they have a great credit score, but they don't have enough income.
Mm-hmm.
but that does but maybe a lot of their income isn't declared. So I have people, maybe they make $1,500 on paper, but in reality they make $4,000, and they want to buy a $300,000 house, but they can't afford it on paper because they don't declare stuff and whatnot. You run along to the Latino community. Um, so sometimes people have to bring, cousins, family members, brothers, mothers,
That's like a co-signer,
as a
correct?
co-signer.
Okay.
Credit does have a big impact. Tax is the most important thing. I
Mm-hmm.
have people, bro. I saw so many stories where I met people that make $90,000, 80,000, 120,000,
Mm-hmm.
and they got told by a tax person, hey, deduct everything and say you only make $20,000, so you don't have to pay taxes. And
Yeah.
these people are making 10K a month, but they can't buy anything on paper because their taxes say, hey, I only make 20,000 a year.
Their taxes say otherwise.
Yeah. And
Dang.
you see a lot of people get frustrated, cry, get annoyed, and even get pissed off at us that they can't buy a house. And we're like, listen, our hands are tied. We really can't do much.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's sad to see a lot of people's dreams crushed to misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would say to buy a house is simple, but not easy in simpler terms.
Okay. Earlier you mentioned as soon as you turned 18, you bought a property, correct?
Yes, I did.
Walk me through how you did that and like what caused you to do it.
I've been an employee for my mom,
Uh-huh.
secretary, since I was 15.
Mm-hmm.
So every year I declared my taxes.
Okay.
And as
Look
soon
at
as I
you.
turned 18, my mom also, she put me on her credit cards since I was 13, 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And so as soon as I hit 18, even a month before my birthday, somebody ran my credit, and I had a 720 credit score, 17, almost 18, and I had 4 years of account history, authorized user and whatnot. And then once I turned 18, I got my own credit cards. I was able to get my own personal lines, and a lender and underwriter saw that, and they were pleased with my tax returns, savings, credit history,
Mm-hmm.
and I was, since 15, 14, I was able to build up a really good purchase profile.
Heck yeah. So like again, with your first property you ever bought, what location is it in again?
It's on the west side of Columbus.
West side of Columbus. How did that go? Like, um, where'd you find a lender to provide you with the money?
We work with a lot of different lenders.
Mm-hmm.
I went with a conventional loan, so I didn't want to do FHA because on that house I couldn't. It needed some work.
Yeah.
So we have a lender that we work with. She's based out of Florida, and with her uh, intelligence, her knowledge, she's been a mortgage officer for many years and a realtor for, I think, 10, 15 years. We were able to accomplish that feat.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. Congratulations
Thank you,
on
thank
that. I
you.
mean, that's a big step, like buying your first property as soon as you turn 18. And I know you mentioned this not in front of the camera, not right now, but you mentioned this a couple times to me. You are buying property in other countries now, correct?
That's a whole different story for another time.
Okay.
It doesn't really have much to do with America thing because it's whole different private lenders and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
That's different place. And there's a lot of backstory to that. How I
Okay.
was able to, uh, buy a property internationally.
Okay. Okay. So aside from that then, like what advice could you give like younger people when it comes to buying their first property?
I would say for the people at my age, I would say most importantly is don't spend your money. A lot of times people want to, impress, want to have this, want to have that. Build your future up. Build up something that's secure. I speak in general. Not everybody has a situation as I. People have better, have worse, have similar situations. Um, but people who can save up your money. If you have family members who have good credit, hey, tell them, hey, keep your credit card as an authorized user. Build up credit history. Open up your own credit cards. Use them. Don't max them out. Pay them off. Report taxes. Save your money. And whether you're here in Ohio, in Columbus, reach out to us. We can help you build up your profile. We can help you look for properties or somewhere else, a different state, a different nation, whatever. Reach out to your local realtor, people in this industry, and they can help you or point you to the right directions. I would also say encourage you to do your own research and see what best fits you, and don't just go off what I say, what other people say, but doing your own knowledge, your own research, not knowledge, and gain your own knowledge. So that when you confront people or you talk to people, you have something to some ground of knowledge, and not a lot of people are taking advantage of. I run into a lot of clients where they say, yeah, I met this realtor and they're saying, yeah, to for them to be my realtor, they're gonna charge me $5,000 for 1 year. I
That's
said,
insane. That is insane.
and I hear that, I'm like, two parts of me saying, dang, I'm missing out making money. And then other parts like, dang, bro, I just feel bad for these people because they've been charging clients or people $5,000 to just show them houses when a lot of realtors do it for free, including us.
Yeah,
We don't make you guys sign contracts. We don't make you guys sign any type of compromise or charge anything, and we're a lot flexible. And there's other people who will charge you for showings, charge you this, charge you that. There's a lot of different scams in this industry, which
mm-hmm.
breaks my heart because a lot of people that I meet and a lot of people I know are true good heart people, and there's people that just want to take advantage and just make
Make
money
as
for their own.
Yep, make as much money as they can.
Exactly.
I hear you. Going back on that topic though, for all you youngins out there, credit cards aren't free money, bro.
Definitely not.
I'm speaking from experience. When I first got my credit card, I was like, hey, I can max this out and just pay it off, and completely forgot.
Yeah.
But now that's resolved, so we're working on it.
I would say before you get credit cards, also research which credit cards best fit you. I have a Chase Sapphire Reserve. I have an American Express Delta card. I travel a lot, so those cards best fit me. There's a lot of credit cards that offer you 1% cash back, offer you 3 4 points per dollar you spend on groceries and this and that. So whatever is your situation, uh, family, economical, whatever. If you're gonna get credit cards, make sure to research which one best fits you in order to not just get any credit card, but utilize one, get one, and start building up because a lot of times with credit history and using your credit cards, you can get more higher credit limit. And a lot of lenders they like high credit limits because it
Mm-hmm.
shows you're trustworthy. Credit system is built off trust,
Oh,
right? So how does somebody get 850 credit score? It's by showing years and years of trust and credibility and whatnot. And lenders love that.
so like, what advice could you give them? Because for an 18-year-old, you probably like you're one of the 18-year-olds. Like very few I've seen with such high credit score. How did you accomplish that?
Like I said earlier, thanks to the blessing of God
Mm-hmm.
and my mother, I was able to be added to my mom's credit cards at a young age. So just off that, straight off the bat, turning 18, I had a high credit score. I applied for one or two credit cards. I had a pretty nice balance. I utilized that. Now I'm 18 and a half, so I have 6 months of history of credits, and ever since that, my credit score's been going more and more and more and more up. Like I said, I just got a new credit card. It's a Chase 5 Preferred, and with every credit card you get, your credit score goes up more and more and more. There's a lot more to it, of course.
I mean,
I
do you
I don't.
quick question, do you like as soon as you use it, do you pay it off right away?
I
Do you wait until like
I try to. If
the
I use, let's say I spend 200 a day, go eat out, travel, I don't know, whatever it is, I always try to pay out the same day, just so consciously I don't have that on my mind. I don't, push it off and whatnot and just say, hey, I'll just pay it back next week, and then end of the month comes, I racked up a $3,000 bill.
30,000 is crazy.
No, 3,000,
Oh,
3,000
that's
bill.
still a hefty amount.
Yeah, and then I'm struggling, and not even that, but also credit bureaus report at the end of the month, credit cards to credit bureaus, and then that's a stain on my credit for a whole month.
Yeah.
And that's happened to me where we maxed out a credit card with my mom, and we forgot to pay it on that before the end of the month,
Mm-hmm.
and the next week the credit card report to credit bureau, and our credit score were like screwed for the next month. And that was a big headache because there's a brand new promotion that American Express was offering.
And you guys couldn't get it.
Exactly.
Wow.
And
So
we tried to do a mid-cycle or off-cycle report, but they didn't do it in time. So it was a big headache.
I feel you. So that must have brought your credit by a decent amount.
it,
No,
it did.
it did. Yeah. So like, what did we talk about? Credit cards.
Credit cards, how to set up your profile, how to look, how to analyze.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of uh, there's a lot of things that come into real estate. A lot of things that play. Uh, there's a lot of research. I would say to people my age, do your research, study market, study your local place, study um, cycles, everything, because everything has to play with real estate, and everything can affect real estate, and especially if you're wanting to maybe make a living off this, maybe build a future off this, it's very important that you get your own knowledge and your own, you know, um, yeah, knowledge. I would say.
Yeah, I mean, and two, for anybody thinking about buying a house with us, right? We have people specialize in credit. Like, as far as like, for example, I think it was Julie. She helped me get on the right track to, fixing my credit.
Yes,
Um,
with Julie, she also does do scenarios in
uh-huh.
which she runs, and she told me, for example, a credit card that I have. She told me to always keep a balance of $50 on it.
Yep.
Uh, People say pay off credit cards, but she told me don't pay off that credit card. Always keep a $50 balance on it because it's gonna shoot your credit score up by 15. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know that. It's like, yeah, and then do this, do that. So with our lender Julie, she does help you run scenarios on how to improve your credit and build up a profile.
So, again, I mean, we do have people to advise us.
Yes.
For anybody out there
Yes,
that's maybe thinking about, buying property with us
or anywhere.
or anywhere, but
Because I don't want this to feel like a only marketing,
like
only
an ad.
videos, like an ad. Exactly. I
Yeah,
want it to like actually be knowledge to everybody.
that's fair.
Maybe my knowledge is very limited. There's people way smarter, way more knowledgeable, way more credible that say the same thing. But every opinion matters, every voice matters
Uh
at
huh.
the end of the day, and maybe we reach the right person, maybe we don't. But
I mean,
that's
like, the reason why we have you on here is because you're 18. For anybody, like, I don't know if it's just me, but to me, that's like, that's young.
yeah,
I'm 22 and
21.
22 in like what, 10 days?
Yeah, sure.
Still 22
Yeah.
or almost 22. But for me, it's just like, I wouldn't say mind boggling, but it's surprising that you were able to accomplish all this
Yes.
being the age you are,
Yes.
And this just shows like if you're young, you're hungry, and if you're willing to learn, you're able to accomplish what he's accomplished.
Yes.
So props to you, dog.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like this is, I mean, we'll keep this podcast short.
I think I think
We
it's a bit
It's a
longer
little
and short.
longer than intended, but
Yeah.
we you got to introduce yourself. You got to tell us a little bit of what you do, how you got started,
Yeah.
and even gave out advice to the people watching of what they can do and what they can work on to get started in the real estate game, right?
Yeah.
So, again, thank you for sitting down, talking. I mean, we're going to see more of you, obviously.
I think so.
You are the son and co-owner of
Yes.
Mikasa Legacy. So, everybody, thank you.
Thank you guys for
Thank you
having
guys
me.
for watching.
Thank you, Paul.
Yep,
It
no
was a
problem.
pleasure.